Good Sunday evening, Monday morning. That working like it should. Refresh the screen a little bit. Alright, Chrome, $3 of F1. My hands cleaned off here and we'll get started. I see Dynasty got pushed back. I haven't looked to see if Flagship got pushed back, but I wonder if that stuff's not going to take another 9 months of delays like this did last year. List on the left should be accurate as far as who has what. If I typoed a name, my apologies. Alright, still on this. And we got an auto. I wasn't paying that close attention, so if you saw it, congrats. Did look orangish if my glance was correct. Alright, here we go. Good luck. Again, thanks for the bids. We begin with a Lando Freshest Refractor. For Austin. Hey Raul, I don't know if you could see the list above on the chat. There's just a couple of F2s and some principals. Giovinazzi, Race Lab, and Leclerc. Sergio on the track tag. Toto, Charroux, and Verstappen, driver of the day for Spain. Ocon on the 54. Kvyat, Prima, and Sergio on the car. Refractor for Lewis, award winners. Then another Lewis award winner, base version. ART and Leclerc winning Belgium. Lewis, 54. And we got Mercedes on the logo. Grosjean and Christian Horner, bases. Purple Lando out of $3.99. And just a slight nick on the left. And there's one over here about the same spot. $3.90 out of $3.99 for Lando. Congrats on that, Austin. Regular refractor, Leclerc, Great Britain driver of the day. Lewis winning Russia, and Kimi Räikkönen bases. Ferrari on the 54. James Allison. Eletraz and Leclerc, driver of the day for Bahrain. Bottas, winning Japan refractor. Gasly, Giotto, and Lance Stroll for the base. Gets us roughly through, halfway through box one. This is the only break for Chrome this week that I got time to put in or get scheduled on eBay. Next weekend I'll have my usual 3 or 4, depending on how much time I get. This last week stunk. All right, second half of box number 1. Mr. Vettel on the tag. Claire. Lando, driver of the day for Belgium. And Alex Albon, base. Verstappen on the tag. Ocon, Elliott, and Armstrong. And a refractor for Max in the car. Lewis, award winners. Dan Ticktum and Vettel, driver of the day for Canada. Leclerc, 54. Then we got Trident. Carlos Sainz and Verstappen for the base. Guan Yu Zhu, gold 70th. Maybe a very slight issue on the right side if I'm going to be picky. Other than that, congrats on that, Mr. Zhu. Brian. And we got the Racing Point on the 54. Daruvula and Binotto for the bases. PK, refractor. Dams on the logo. Nasani and the Haas logo. 15 out of 50. Gold wave for Kevin Magnuson. Obvious on the left here. A little bit maybe here on the right, but not bad. Kevin for David. Congrats on that. Bases for Williams on the logo. Lando. And an Albon Freshest. Thrown around a Jack Eichen. 54. And a base Russell rookie. A little bit for Michael. Ocon and Zhu, the other two bases. Charu team card purple out of 399. This is going to have a mark on the left. I could feel it at least a little bit with my finger. 226 out of 399. Headed to the team logo spot for F2. And Scott. Lewis, Aitken, and Mazepin bases. Which leaves us our auto, and since it's face down, guess it wasn't colored. Felipe Drugovich. Don't want to set it down on the auto. .188 out of 368 for Felipe. Just a very small nick there on the left. Congrats, Jason. Had to make sure my stars lined up for you. Nice for the charity grab to hit. Then we got Max on the base, MP, and James Key will get us through box number 1. All right, box 2. Valtteri Bottas, gold 70th. Starts it off. See no issues on the card. Tomas, congrats. Oh, I did forget to update that. I'm sorry. Hold on. Just in case I want to look at it later. All right, there, that should be better for you, Jason. We got Latifi on the refractor. Bottas winning Azerbaijan and Jack Aitken for the base. MP logo out of 25. Solid orange. Flicks on the left. 21 of 25. Congrats on that, Scott. And we got a Mick rookie, or future star. Base version. Lando, driver of the day for France. And Max, number 6. McLaren, 54. Bases for Bottas. Carlin logo. And Vettel, driver of the day for Russia. Max, driver of the day for Monaco, refractor. Ricardo, Alfa Romeo, and Markelov for the bases. Daniel Ricciardo, track tag. With Bottas winning the U.S. Roman Grosjean and Max Verstappen. Williams, 54. Lewis winning Bahrain. Bellatraz and Virtuosi team. Markelov on the refractor, future stars. Matsushita. And Andreas Seidel and Charles Leclerc on the base. Purple Max out of 399. Not too shabby on the back, a little mark right there. I thought there was a little nick on this side. 201 out of 399 for Max. Congrats on that, Greg. Then we had Latifi, AlphaTauri on the logo, and I'm dropping another Max. Mexico, driver of the day. All right, second half of box number 2, Luis Delatraz on the 54. Lesueur, McLaren on the logo, and Verstappen winning Brazil. Then we got Schumacher on the refractor. Congrats on that, Brian. Lewis, Renault, and Red Bull award winners. Max Verstappen out of 399, driver of the day for Brazil. Well, it looks pretty decent on the back. 119 out of 399. Congrats, Greg. Sean Galeo, Sato, and Markelov for the bases. Verstappen, 54. Bottas, driver of the day for Australia. Zofnauer and Leclerc. Roy Nissany, refractor. Lewis winning France. Gasly. And Matsushita. Yuki Tsunoda, 54. Simon Roberts, Sergio, and Charles Leclerc. Haas, 54. Boy, we're killing it on the car models here on the wheels. Feels like it's 2-1 on these things. Campos team, Mazepin, and Checo. Samaya on a refractor. Lewis winning Monaco, Magnussen, and Leclerc. The other bases. Bottas on a tag. Another George rookie. This time he's not hiding behind the helmet. Yuki Future Stars. And Schumacher for the last base there. Tag for Mick. Then we got Albon, driver of the day for China. Marcus Armstrong and Verstappen to get us through box 2. All right. Let's get something a little better out of this last box. And we're back to normal. Crazy, open up a new case for this. Cards are packed sandwiched or regular. But we get another auto, so that's good, I guess. One more pack to make it up a little even. All right, here we go. Wash, Ocon, Bottas, and Russell on the 54. Mancho, Jack Eichen, Simon Roberts, and another Renault. Got Max, one in Austria, Lando, Robert Schwartzman, and a refractor for Sean Galale. Leclerc, Kvyat, Mercedes team, and Giovinazzi on the tag. Sergio, Giotto, Charou, and Raikkonen, 54. Leclerc, Kevin Magnussen, Kimi Raikkonen, and the Racing Point, 54. Albon freshest. Dams. A George freshest. Base flavor there. And Nikita Mazepin on the refractor. And we got Virtuosi on the logo. Tictum. Lewis Refractor, award winners. And Sean Galale on the tag. That gets us halfway through the last box. All right, here we go. Last half. Good luck. Verstappen. Lando freshest. Valtteri Bottas and Verstappen refractor. Driver of the day for Mexico. MP Ocon and Lewis, number 1. Base version. Rowan Grosjean out of purple out of 399. And he's got the mark here on the left. $341 out of 399 for Romain. Congrats on that, Christopher. We got Lungard and Iliot. Daruvula and Lewis on the track tag. All right, Binotto, Lando Norris. Lewis, Great Britain winner, and Yuki Tsunoda, 54. We got another Max number 6. Latifi, Mazepin refractor, and the orange underneath is for Somalia, 70th anniversary. Very small nicks here on the left. Little scuff that you can't really see. No love for Mr. Somalia today. Here's our Mazepin refractor. Sergio Schwartzman, Pedro Piquet, and a purple for Max Verstappen win in Germany. Very small nick right there. 189 out of 399 for Max. Again, congrats, Greg. Leclerc, Seidel, Lewis, and 54 for the Williams car. All right, Giotto, Delatrez, Bottas, and a refractor for George Russell in car form. We got Max, Grosjean, Drogovic, and a Max track tag. Will get us to our auto. All right, here we go. Good luck. Ferrari on the logo. Markelov. Bottas. And our auto is going to be upside down, I think, for Game Samaya. Well, that's a letdown. Very slight flake on the left. 166 out of 373. I guess we'll set him up here. And that is our break. Yeah. I'm confused on this one. It had some pretty solid bases, but I don't know. I guess I was hoping for more better color than what we got. All right, recap. Again, thanks for all the bids on this. I should hopefully have this out by Tuesday at the latest. This week should be better than last. I apologize for the shipping delay that was last week. At bases for Max, Lewis, another Max, Schumacher. I think there's a couple Landos, maybe not. 3 Georges and a Yuki. Purples out of 399, Verstappen. Grosjean, another Verstappen, Campos, and Lando Norris. Our regular refractors, no numbers on these guys. George Russell, Mazepin, Verstappen, Hamilton, Mazepin, Galale, Samaya, Nissany, Schumacher, Markelov, Verstappen, Latifi, Piquet, Verstappen, Bottas, Leclerc, Lando Freshest, and Lewis. '54s. Williams, Sonoda, Racing Point, Raikkonen, Renault, Russell, Haas, Sonoda, Verstappen, Delatrez, the Williams, McLaren, Icon, Racing Point, Leclerc, Ferrari, Lewis, and Ocon. Yes, I have some Sapphire. I didn't get as much loaded up this week as I wanted to. Last week wasn't any fun, so I just ran out of time, to be honest. But I got a bunch of Sapphire yet. I'll get some more of those going for next Sunday for sure. All right, tags for Max, Lewis, Galale, Giovinazzi, Schumacher, Bottas, Ricardo, Verstappen, Vettel, and Sergio Perez. In our showcase, laying down, we had a Jeremy Samaya, orange 70th, along with a base auto of his, 4th out of 373. Then our other auto, Felipe Drugovich, out of 368. Gold 70th for Guan Yu Zhu and Valtteri Bottas. MP orange logo out of 25. And a gold wave, Kevin Magnussen, out of 50. So, alright, yeah, that'll be it for my F1 run this week. I do got a Topps Chrome Baseball later on this evening, but that's kind of a different crowd usually. But yeah, next Sunday I should have a lot more than just one break, probably 2 or 3 for sure. Hey. So yeah, sorry that wasn't any better than what it was. I do appreciate all the bids. And hopefully you do better on your next break. Have a good evening. We'll see you later.